then you walk to the very front of the line, and they'll say like, have you been already in line? You'll say, yeah, I just had to go check my backpack. And they say, okay, no problem, then you walk in, and then you skip the whole line. Good morning from Venice. We are just leaving our apartment now, and we've got a guided tour, and we're going to explore the city of Venice. A very, very cool city. You can spend many, many hours, many, many days here, but really one full day is plenty if you're just looking to see the main sights. But right now we have a guided tour for a couple hours this morning, so we're going to learn a little bit about the history of the city, and then we're going to enjoy the beauty of the city. And our hotel here is, or our apartment is the most amazing spot. We're basically like right behind the St. Mark's Square, which is like the key area in the city to be. So it's pretty cool. Really, really cool location.
Used to be the custom house. So they arrived from there and they stopped.
So as you'll learn on a lot of these tours, that Venice is continually sinking, and it's all basically wood underneath it. And if you actually look here at this level here, this was at one time 1 meter higher than the actual bottom part. So Venice is slowly sinking, and now they're trying to obviously stop that. But you can see that even in the ground, it's hard to see on the camera, but there's a sway into the ground. So they say that Pisa is a joke because they have one leaning tower, whereas in Venice, they don't have one straight building. This is the Bridge of Sighs, which used to be called the Bridge of Prisons, but then it was changed to the Bridge of Sighs because an artist basically said that when the prisoners would come through to go into prison, their last view of their beautiful city was seen through there, and so they would sigh. And I told Katie that story, and she said that it wasn't true. Yeah, but it's a romanticized tale. This whole city is a romanticized tale. She's just not about the romanticized tale life. So where these columns are, all the way up to where the church is there, that was all what?
Water. It's a port.
This was all a port before. So it wasn't actually all dry land like it is now, where it's a sea of people. It was an actual sea. And then that was the lighthouse at one time, which fell, and then they rebuilt it using the exact same bricks and replicated it exactly in 10 years.
And dragons used to live here, which is really cool because I didn't know they were real.
Dragons used to live here. You heard it first.
Just kidding.
And two Venetian men, you see. The one in green and
Here's the archaeological clock, and it's kind of funny because this is an old system. That's the Earth in the middle and the sun going around the Earth, which is obviously not correct anymore, but they can't change it. Then they have the clock up there, which is actually rotates, and it's like tiled pieces that rotate through and give you the up-to-date time. And the bell at the top, and those hammers actually move, and we'll see if we can catch some footage of it every hour, them banging the hammer on the bell. Life hacks, we just learned. If you don't want to wait.
Secret one, and it's not super honest, but what happens if you get to the front of the line and you have a backpack is they say, no, you can't come inside, but there's a little place that you can check your backpack and get a receipt. So what we were told as a secret hack is you just go with your backpack to the place, they get your receipt, then you can go back to the front of the line. They're gonna say, have you already been in line? You say yes. I'm not super
Yeah, so what you do, so there's a little spot to the, over here on the side, Kai de Basso, I think, is where the backpack check is. Just bring a backpack over there, check your backpack, they give you a little slip, and then you walk to the very front of the line, and they'll say like, have you been already in line? You'll say, yeah, I just had to go check my backpack. And they say, okay, no problem, then you walk in, and then you skip the whole line. And then she said you pray to St. Mark because you just lied.
Yeah, I don't
So life hacks if you want to skip the line. Just, you know, you heard it here first.
Oh, man.
That's all. The gondolas here, there's only 4 gondoliers that actually make these gondolas, and they have a bit of a straighter edge on one side, and then they have a more of an angled edge on the other side to be able to keep them straight because they're only paddled by one person on the back. And fun fact, this is 40,000 euros roughly to get one of these, and they have to go through like tests and like sort of like a driving test, a boat test to get a license. And these are all custom made based on the size of the gondola driver and everything.
and there is the stone that will resist in order to be able to stop.
This is Assassin Street. Watch yourself. Apparently in history, it's a very dark street, and so people will be killed here often. It was easy to get away with it. So now it's sort of a joke, but it's called Assassin Street. And there's an Assassin restaurant.
Yeah.
They'll assassinate your
wallet.
Well, far, but this is a view without any people of that beautiful Rialto Bridge. We're heading in for some glass blowing. This is just off St. Mark's Square, so you can easily come in here and do some glass blowing. Enjoy a little demonstration. Of course, they want you to buy it. That's why you have a demonstration for free, but you don't have to. It's up to you. But it's really cool to see because it's kind of the tradition here in Murano and then in Venice.
Outside temperature 800 degrees centigrade. There are two different schools in Venice and Murano to learn this kind of job. The apprenticeship is about 15 years. How long you stay in Venice? A couple of days? No. No. Do the fire and open the mouth of the vessel. And make it. So the very last important thing, when the fish is ready.
So one of the corners, they have this place called Don Moro's, and they do like fresh pasta to go, and it's just made and quick. It's kind of like fast food Italian food, and they are funky little, like it's like one of a Chinese restaurant where they have the little takeout containers, and just good homemade fresh pasta. Oh, yum yum yum! So we got pesto, we got fattoria, and we've got carbonara. We got 3 different pastas. Just getting fat on our last day. We've been to Venice a couple times, but Katie, what's your opinion on Venice? Thoughts?
It's beautiful and cool. It's so packed and touristy and
very busy.
But it's actually, that picture was kind of crazy. It's amazing, but like you don't need to be for long.
Yeah, a day or two is lots. There's lots of places in Italy to spend lots of time at. You don't need 3 days or yeah, oh yeah. I mean, look at behind us.
Which is why all the tourists, but
yeah, tons of tourists, but it's just beautiful. They also have a lot of cruise ships they can come in here, so you get cruise ship groups as well, which is always a bad sign as far as group busyness. But it's an amazing visit and definitely well worth the visit. But we are heading off tonight to Athens to start the next part of our journey, the third part. So we're going to Greece and spending that with a couple of our friends. So our next video is going to be flying Aegean Air, which is something new for us. I think I've flown them like maybe 10 years ago, but I'm gonna give a review of our experience on flying Aegean Air. So stay tuned. We'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe up here. Check out our most recent other videos over here, or subscribe to our other channel over here.